Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am your science teacher from IYS school system. I am going to take science class 8, unit number 6, chemical reactions and chemical equation. Before going to start the lesson, I want to say something, students. Take your science books along with you and take screenshots of each slide which will be shared with you. Students, in previous class, you have learned about chemical reactions and their types. In today's class, you will learn how to write chemical equations and how do we balance them. So, our today's topic is chemical equation and balancing of chemical equation. You know that reactions are chemical changes, and when these take place, we write them in proper way. Yes, see the slide, students. These are the chemical equations. When hydrogen and oxygen react together, water is formed. You know very well, when the atom of hydrogen and the atom of oxygen are react together, uh, which thing is formed? What will be the product? The product is water. We can show the above reaction by a diagram. This is the diagram by which we can show the reaction. Two molecules of hydrogen when react with one molecule of oxygen. The product is two molecules of water. You can see in the slide, when two molecules of hydrogen react with one molecule of oxygen, the product is two molecules of water. In the second example, uh, when carbon is heated in the presence of oxygen, this is which type of reaction? This is combustion reaction. When the carbon is heated in the presence of oxygen, carbon dioxide gas is formed, and we can show the reaction by the diagram. C plus OO, OCO. One carbon atom reacts with two oxygen atoms. The product is one molecule of carbon dioxide. This one is the diagram, and this is the sentence form. But there is another way of describing the reactions. Yes, number one, 2H2 plus O2. Product is 2H2O. This is a chemical reaction of this. Yes, when two molecules of hydrogen react with one molecule of oxygen, the product is two molecules of water, and we can write the chemical reaction like this: 2H2 plus O2, the product is 2H2O. For the second example, in which one carbon atom reacts with two oxygen atoms, the product is one molecule of carbon dioxide. Here, the chemical equation for this, one carbon reacts with two oxygen atoms. The product is CO2, means carbon dioxide. This is the way to write the equation. Now the definition of chemical equation. It is the short way to describe a reaction with the help of formulae and symbols is called chemical equation. The short way to describe a reaction with the help of formulae and symbols is called chemical equation. In the other words, it is also said that an equation is a chemical substance. And in third, it is a shorthand way of writing a chemical equation. It is a shorthand way of writing a chemical equation. These are the definitions of chemical equation. Now come to the next slide. What happens? The reactants on the left of the arrow are the chemicals that are added together at the beginning of the reaction. When the reaction starts, the reactants will be written down on the left side of the arrow. And these are the chemicals that are added together, which when combined together, they form a product. And the product on the right side, the product will be written on right side of the arrow are the chemicals, and these are the chemicals that are made during the reaction when two or more chemicals are combined together and a product is formed. The reactants will be written on left side and the products will be written on the right side of the arrow. The arrow indicates the direction of the reaction. Yes, you can see in this equation, when carbon reacts with oxygen molecule, 2 atoms of oxygen, the product is carbon dioxide. Yes, so on the left side, carbon and oxygen, these are the reactants, and on the right side, carbon dioxide, this is the product, and the arrow show the direction of the reaction. Okay. Another main point, if the reactants are to be heated to make the reaction takes place. If we heat up the reactants to make a product, to make new substance, then the word heat can be written above the arrow like this. Calcium carbonate, limestone. The formula of calcium carbonate is CaCO3. When it is heated, it decomposes into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide, CaO and CO2. It is which type of reaction? It is a decomposition reaction in which a complex substance decomposes into two or more simpler substances. Calcium carbonate decomposes on heating into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide, and this type of reactions are also called endothermic reaction in which heat is required, and we will write the word heat above the arrow. Now we will move to the next slide. Adding state symbols to a chemical equation, then we will write a chemical equation. State symbols will also be written. State symbols are used to indicate what they indicate, whether a chemical is a solid, a liquid, a gas, or a solution dissolved in water. Yes, state symbols show the state of the chemicals. Okay, either it is in solid form, liquid form, gaseous form, or solution form. The state symbols are S for solid, L for liquid, G for gas, and AQ for aqueous solution. And you will write these state symbols after the name of the chemicals. Okay. Now we will move to the next slide, in which the examples of state symbols are given. In first example, when carbon reacts with oxygen, when the carbon, solid carbon, for example coal burn in the presence of oxygen, it is a combustion reaction, and in this reaction carbon is in solid form and oxygen is in gaseous form. When carbon reacts with oxygen, with a molecule of oxygen, the product is carbon dioxide. And what is the state of this carbon dioxide? It is a gas. Carbon dioxide is a gas. So we'll write the symbol G after the product. Okay. Now in the second example, when hydrogen react with oxygen, when two molecules of hydrogen react with one molecule of oxygen, the product is two molecules of water. The state of hydrogen, gas. The state of oxygen, gas. Both of the reactants are in gaseous form, but the product is in liquid form. Two molecules of water are formed due to this reaction. So we will write G in front of H, G in front of O, and L in front of H2O because it is in liquid form. In the third example, when calcium reacts with chlorine, here calcium is in solid form and chlorine in gaseous form. When one atom of calcium reacts with one molecule of chlorine, two atoms of chlorine, the product is calcium chloride. Two molecules of calcium chloride are formed, and this calcium chloride is in solid form. So we will write S in front of CaCl2. We will write in front of calcium S, in front of chlorine G because it is in gaseous form, and we will write S in front of calcium chloride because it is in solid form. Our product is in solid form. Another example is AgNO3, silver nitrate. which is a solution, aqueous solution. And when it reacts with hydrogen chloric acid, hydrogen chloride, HCl or hydrochloric acid, which is in aqueous solution. AgNO3, silver nitrate is in aqueous form, liquid form. Silver chloride is in aqueous form, aqueous solution. Both are the reactants, and when they react together, they form silver chloride, which is in solid form, and nitric acid HNO3, which is aqueous solution. So we will write AQ in front of AgNO3, we will write AQ in front of HCl, and we will write S in front of AgCl, and we will write AQ in front of HNO3 nitric acid. And in this way, we can add the state symbols in the reactions. Now we will move to the next. How to write a chemical equation? To write a chemical reaction, we should follow these instructions. First, write down the word equation. What is a word equation? Word equation, for example, hydrogen react with oxygen and steam is formed. This is a word equation. And when you will write this equation like this, 2H2 plus O2 and the product is 2H2O. It is a chemical equation. When you will write in words hydrogen plus oxygen, this is word equation. And when you will write the reactants 2H2 plus O2, this is a chemical equation. Suppose hydrogen react with oxygen and steam is produced. It is sentence form. You can write it hydrogen plus oxygen and product is steam. This is word equation. And 2H2 plus O2 arrow 2H2O. This is chemical equation for this reaction. We define the word equation like this. The word equation is a chemical reaction expressed in words rather than chemical formula. The word equation is a chemical reaction expressed in words rather than chemical formula. Okay. Now the second point is write down the correct formula of each of the chemical. Either they are reactants or they are product. You will write the correct formula of each of the chemicals. Add up the atoms of each element on the left hand side of the arrow. You will add up the atoms of each element on the left hand side of the arrow first, means in the reactants. Now in the next point, add up the atoms of each elements. Then you will add the elements of each element on the right hand side, which is the product of the arrow. Okay, add up the atoms of each element on the right hand side of the arrow, which are the product. When you add up the number of atoms, if there are the same number of atoms of each element on the left hand side of the arrow as there are on the right hand side of the arrow, then the equation is balanced. Count the number of atoms, and if the number of atoms in the reactants and the number of atoms in the products are the same, it means the equation is balanced. But if not, if these are imbalanced, if these are not in balance, then balance the equation by putting numbers in front of the formula. Then you have to write putting some numbers in front of the formula to balance the equation. In this way, you balance the equation. In the last stage, you will add the state symbols, and what are they? You will write either the reactants and the products are in solid form, in liquid form, in gaseous form, or in aqueous solution form. These are the points. Again, I am repeating, write down the word equation first, write down the correct formula for each of the chemicals, add up the atoms of each element on the left hand side of the arrow, means on the reactants, then add up the atoms of each element on the right hand side of the arrow, these are the projects. If there are the same number of atoms of each element on the left hand side of the arrow as there are on the right hand side of the arrow, means if the number of atoms in the reactants and the number of atoms in the products are same, you count them, it means the equation is balanced. And but if in counting these are, you find out that these are unbalanced, these are not balanced, then balance the equation by putting the numbers. You have to put the numbers in front of the formulae to balance the equation, and in the last stage you add the symbols. Okay, you add the state symbols, means uh, what is the state of these reactants and the products. Okay, now we will move. This is law of conservation of mass. This law states that the mass of substances, the mass of substances in a closed system. Here is a system. You will find the system, closed system. What is this closed system? Okay, students. A closed system is that where no reactants and the products can escape. Only heat can be exchanged freely. A closed system is a system that exchanges only energy with its surrounding, not matter. Example, by putting a lid on a saucepan, matter can no longer transfer because lid prevents matter from entering the saucepan and leaving the pan. When a lid is put on a beaker, it becomes a closed system. Another example, a sealed box is a perfect example. Nothing that's contained within it can come out, and nothing on outside can come in. Okay? This law states, this is the law of conservation of mass. This law states that the mass of substances in a closed system will remain constant. The mass will remain constant no matter what processes are acting inside the system. Though matter may be changed form, it may change form. It can neither be created nor destroyed. They can change their form, their states. It can neither be created nor destroyed. But the mass of the reactants must be equal to the mass of the products. What is the law of conservation of mass? The mass of the substance in a closed system means when a reaction takes place. Before reaction and after the reaction, the mass of the substance will remain constant no matter what processes are acting inside the system, though matter may change form. It can change its form, it can change its states. It can neither be created, but it cannot be created nor destroyed. The mass of the reactants must be equal to the mass of the product. And we can prove it by an experiment which is given in your book on page number 46. The law of conservation of mass proved experimentally. And which experiment you will carry it out to prove the law of conservation of atoms? Weigh a crucible and lid. Crucible is a small dish in which chemicals are put to perform an experiment in the labs. Weigh a crucible and lid. Put a coil of magnesium ribbon in the crucible and weigh it before performing the experiment. You will take a crucible and lid, put a coil of magnesium ribbon in the crucible and weigh it again. Heat the crucible gently. Now you will heat the crucible with the magnesium ribbon gently. The magnesium burns brightly. On the heating, magnesium burns brightly. When burning is completed and when the magnesium burns completely, allow the crucible to cool with its lid still on. What you will do? You allow the crucible to cool with its lid still on. Weigh it again after heating and after cooling. Weigh it again. You will see. You will find out that the weigh is the same as it was at the beginning of the experiment. This experiment proves the law of conservation of mass. Now come to the steps for balancing chemical equation. In first step, write the correct formula of reactants on the left side and formula of the product on right side of an equation. For example, Magnesium react with oxygen. The product is magnesium oxide. Magnesium Mg react with oxygen O2. The product is MgO. One atom of magnesium react with one molecule of oxygen. The product is MgO. First, write the given number of atoms on each side. For example, Mg, how many atoms in the reactants? Mg, one atom. And in the reactants, oxygen is in molecular form. It has two atoms. Okay. Now, see the product. Magnesium MgO is formed as product. Mg, one atom, and oxygen is one atom, has one atom. You can see in the reactants, oxygen atom are two, and in the product, oxygen atom is one only. Okay, now the balance the number of atom on each side. For example, magnesium is already balanced in both reactants and the products. Magnesium has only one atom. Magnesium is already balanced. So to balance oxygen atom by placing coefficient 2 in front of MgO, you will add the coefficient 2 in front of product, which is MgO, magnesium oxide. Now the equation is Mg plus O2, the product is 2MgO. Due to this addition of coefficient, when you put this coefficient 2, magnesium become unbalanced. Now the magnesium become unbalanced because you add the coefficient 2 in front of MgO. So another magnesium atom is now needed on the left side. So on the left side here, where the magnesium atom is only one, and it is needed to add one more magnesium atom. For example, if we put 2 in front of Mg in reactants, plus O2, arrow 2Mg. Yes, so we put the coefficient in front of product 2, and in the reactants we put the coefficient 2 in front of Mg. Now 2Mg plus O2. Now the number of atoms in Mg 2, number of atom oxygen 2, and number of atom Mg 2, and number of atom of oxygen 2. The equation is now balanced because the number of atom of each element are same on both sides. So what will you will do to balance the equation? You will add the suitable coefficient in front of reactants or in front of product to balance the equation. Another example is given here. When hydrogen react with oxygen, the product is water. In the reactants, here 2 hydrogen atom and 2 oxygen atom. The product is H2O. Here H2, 2 hydrogen atom and only 1 oxygen atom. So we need one more oxygen atom in the product. How do we balance? Hydrogen plus oxygen, arrow, we put a coefficient 2 in front of H2O. Now, what happened? Hydrogen is 2 in the reactants and oxygen is 2 in the reactants, but the hydrogen is 4 because 2 molecule of hydrogen here in the product. So hydrogen is 4 and oxygen is 2. Now in the third step, you will put 2 coefficient in front of hydrogen. Now the hydrogen is 4. 2H2 means 2 molecules of hydrogen react with 1 molecule of oxygen means 2 atoms of oxygen, and they form 2 water molecules. Here the hydrogen is 4, oxygen is 2, hydrogen is 4, oxygen is 2. Now the equation is balanced. Now students, see the slide. It is question number 3 in your exercise book. Here the diagrams of the reactions are given and you will write their equations after the diagrams. So how you will write the equations? Here you can see 2 molecules of hydrogen atom react with 1 molecule of oxygen atom. What will be the product? 2 molecules of hydrogen. You can write the equation like this. In second example, one molecule of hydrogen react with one molecule of chlorine gas. The product is two molecules of hydrochloric acid, HCl, 2HCl. This is the equation. H2 plus Cl2 is 2HCl. In the third example, one molecule of hydrogen react with three molecules of hydrogen. The product is two molecules of ammonia gas, 2NH3, and 2 plus 3H2. Product is 2NH3, two molecules of ammonia gas. In the fourth example, one molecule of iodine react with two molecules of chlorine. Yes, one molecule of chlorine. So the product is 2ClI, chlorine iodide, two molecules of chlorine iodide. Okay, now the fifth example. One molecule of phosphorus react with three molecules of chlorine. What will be the product? The product is two molecules of phosphorus chloride. Here the diagram form and here is the equation form. P2 plus 3Cl2, the product is 2PCl3. In the sixth example, two molecules of sulfur dioxide react with one molecule of oxygen, SO2 plus SO2 plus O2, or you can say 2SO2. React together, they form two molecules of sulfates, 2SO3. You will SO2 plus SO2 plus O2, they form 2SO3, two molecules of sulfate. Now students, it's time to share the home task. Open your books, students. The question is, the define chemical equation and how to write chemical equation. Answer is given in your book. What is the procedure to write the chemical equation and how to write chemical equation and what is the right way to write the chemical equation. Second, question number 2. Write law of conservation of mass. Prove it experimentally. You will write the law which is given on page number 45 and experimentally it is proved on page number 46. Okay. Now in the home task, the third question is solve question number 2, question number 3 and question number 4 and question number 5 from book page number 47 and 48. In question number 1, B. In question number 1 in your book, page number 47, B. What information does a balanced chemical equation give us? Chemical equation tells us how to write the equation is in symbol. And balanced chemical equation give the information. Here, write the correct number of atoms. The atoms on the both side of the equation in reactants and in the products should be equal. Okay. Now see what are the rules of writing chemical equation. The rules are given on page number 45. In question number 2, identify the type of chemical reactions. Here you can write the type of reactions. Iron plus sulfur combine iron sulfide. Which type of reactions are they? Either they are addition reaction or decomposition reaction or exothermic or endothermic reaction or precipitation. Which type of reactions are they? In question number 3, write the chemical equations for the following reactions, and I have already explained how you will write the chemical equations of these reactions. Now, question number 5. Write equations for the following reactions. These reactions are given in word form. One molecule of copper combined with one molecule of sulfur to form one molecule of copper sulfide. Answer is given in the slide. Yes, this is the answer. B. Two molecules of lead combined with two molecules of oxygen to form one molecule of lead oxide. The answer is given. You can see the slide. Answer is given in the slide question number 4. Okay. Now the fifth question is, which of the following equations is balanced? Balance the equations which are not balanced. Here are some equations are given. Some are balanced and some are imbalanced form. The answer is given of this question, question number 5. In the slide, you can see Zn plus HCl, arrow ZnCl2 plus H2. The balance equation is Zn plus 2HCl, arrow ZnCl2 plus H2. Question number 2. Na2CO3 plus H2SO4, arrow Na2SO4 plus H2O plus CO2. The balance equation is in the slide. 2Na2, you can see in the slide, 2Na2CO3 plus 2H2SO4, arrow 2Na2SO4 plus 2H2O plus CO2. Okay, 2KCl plus Cl2, arrow 2KCl, and next one CaCO3, arrow CaO plus CO2. And the answer of the fifth one is 4Al plus 3O2, arrow 2Al2, O3, H2 plus Cl2, arrow 2HCl, 2Na plus Cl2, arrow 2NaCl, H2 plus I2, arrow 2HI. Next one is 2Na plus 2H2O, arrow 2NaOH plus H2. And the last one, 2Al plus 3Cl2, arrow 2AlCl3. Okay, students, today is all over. Okay, thank you. It's time to say Allah Hafiz.